Hi everybody, this is your old pal Chuck, and we're back with another review. Today we're taking a look at from the Wave 3 of the Titans Return Voyagers. This is Optimus Prime. As you can see, we're starting out in the plane mode. The weapon here can store on top in the canopy. There are some tabs there that will slot into some holes right there. We'll get into the weapon a little bit more later. To start off the transformation, what you want to go ahead and do is come around to the back of the vehicle, lift up the wings just to get them out of the way. Bring this piece down flat, and in doing so you will release the little horns. You can take time away from your life to try and pop them back in, but I assure you they will pop out. That's one of my little complaints with the figure. Go ahead and separate the sides of what will be the cab for truck mode from the back of the jet while folding up the tail fin and then pulling it out and sliding it down just like that. Then you can go ahead and bring these pieces around. They will peg into place and the tail fin will nestle in between them. I'm sure at some point that did go ahead and activate and open up the horns, and you just want to make sure that little back piece is flush underneath. Next, what you want to do is come around to the front here and then go ahead and attach these side panels. You're not going to just want to unpeg them and then swing them out, but not all the way down and forward. This will allow you to open up the legs, and so we can get to the real meat of it. Rotate the nose cone around, flip it back in. This will form the rear of the tanker trailer, and this is where and while you're doing that, go ahead and rotate outward the little bits underneath what will become the truck wheels. And now comes a little bit of the tricky part. You want to rotate the wings around and then going to fold them down because they're going to peg together in the middle. And they do. The wings actually do peg together just like that. They do, and like I said, they do fold in. Hopefully I got that right. Yeah, I got that right. And you want to get them down all the way. Just like that. You see how that gray piece is flush, and then the wings do peg together, and you can go ahead and then close everything back up around those wings, bringing this panel piece back together, and then just getting tabs and lined up is a little tricky, but not too bad, and this does come together quite nicely. There are little guide tabs here on the side. And then, yeah, basically, there you have Optimus Prime in its cab mode. Now, Diac can stay inside through the transformation, and you can reattach the weapon. It can go on the sides or wherever. We'll take a look at the weapon right now. Diac is, of course, named for the old pre-Transformers line, Clone. And I have to say, this is the most stable Titan Master I've handled. Just folds up just like so, and we get the head of Optimus Prime. And of course, as with all the other Titan Masters, it can sit quite nicely, I might add, in this great replica of the old G2 Laser Prime blaster. Just pegs right in. And then, of course, the sword can sit in on top. Oh, have to have the arms pegged out slightly just so you can get the figure to lean back. And then the sword, like I said, pegs in. And there you have the little Diaclone weapon thingamabob. Now let's get Prime into robot mode. Okay, to get Optimus Prime into robot mode, you want to just go ahead and, like we did for going from jet to tanker, come back and open up these little side panels. And I should mention that the stickers on the sides here are quite horrible. Go ahead, get these, flip these wings up and just get them out of the way. What you want to do now is go ahead, flip the wheels around, but this time you're going to go ahead, flip the feet out, and then bring them back down. So you're going to do it again on this side, flip the wheel panels around, flip the feet out, and then bring them back down. And this time you're going to come in and bring these side panels down, and they're going to just they don't really peg in, but they're going to sit flush around the back there. Now, what you want to do that I notice a lot of people are forgetting is you want to go grab the hips just like I have, slide them forward, they will click into place. That actually helps a little bit with the stability of Optimus Prime. Go ahead, come up top here, separate the arms, bring this chest piece down, swing it into place. It is on a double hinge, and sometimes that can be a little tricky to deal with. Bring these panels down all the way. They will just sit there. Move that tail fin back, and just kind of want to get it situated just back like that. And of course, those horns came up again. Go ahead. The arms sort of collapse inward. So what you want to do is just pull them out so they're loose, like you see. Go ahead, flip the hands out, just like so. And then for the shoulder pieces, bring them up, rotate them around, and they will snap, well, not snap, but tab into place, giving you that classic G2 Optimus Prime look. Unfortunately, the hips, oops, as you saw, because it slipped out of my hand, are very loose. Pushing the hips forward does help. Now, coming along to the back here, basically what we're going to do is get that out of the way. Swing the wings out, bring them up, and then fold them in. So we're going to repeat that on this end. Out, up, and then... Oh, I screwed up. Yes, it can be a little bit of a struggle here, just to get them in the right configuration. I did it right the first time, but oh yeah, there we go. And then around and back like that. That will just sit there. So the wings will be folded out of the way. Obviously, this is going to be tanker, so those wings will come into play later on. And then you just come in, pop the head of Optimus Prime into place, and if it hasn't already popped up, the chest piece there will spring up the heads, and there you have Optimus Prime G2 in its vehicle mode. And I gotta say, it does cut an impressive figure. If you so desire, you can pull out the tail fin and flip it down so it'll sit more on the back, but the head really blocks it, so you really wouldn't see it much. This is a fun figure. Pulling the hips forward does help with the stability issue. I notice a lot of people are missing that step in the instructions, but the hips are still loose. Not as bad as Skull Smasher, but worth a mention. You can pick this figure up or wait for the eventual Octane repaint or whatever Japan's going to do. I got this figure from the Captured Prey, and they have pre-orders up now for a second shipment. It's your old pal Chuck for Optimus Prime. We will see you next time.